Hello, and welcome back to the podcast by Zan. I know it's been a real long while, but today I don't know how long this episode is gonna be, but I'm gonna be doing a little deep dive on Shovel Knight Showdown. Now, Shovel Knight Treasure Trove is my favorite video game collection. I don't know if you knew that, but it is. I love the game so much. All of them are so great, and it just makes me so happy. I bought the games. I bought the Treasure Trove when Spectre Knight was out, but King Knight and Showdown were not. So I had a lot of hype for Showdown. Um, because I don't know, I just saw how it was so much care and it let you play all the characters and it was just super exciting. Um, the whole series is just filled with so much heart and care, and I was really excited for this last edition. Yacht Club Games, like they promised to make a fighting game because of the Kickstarter goals, with all the bosses from previous games. Now, it's just such a unique experience that provides like deep backstory and it like satisfies and ties up the franchise like beautifully in my opinion. The playable characters in this game are all very similar to the platform games. So like Shovel Knight will play exactly like Shovel Knight for the most part. Um, King Knight is like the same. All the moves are the same. I like how it's unique and like they're all thoughtful. Um, and it doesn't like just copy like what Smash Brothers did or something with like, oh, where are the Smash attacks and stuff. I don't always agree with people when they compare it to like Smash Bros. They're like, this is Shovel Knight Smash Bros. Because I think it stands alone like as a special experience. Um, I think it's just it works better on its own. And it's its own unique thing, in my opinion. And I don't think it has to be super as polished as um Smash Bros. But on its own, there's so many characters. Like they didn't need to push so hard, but Yakuza Games just put so much heart into it, even when it didn't like have to be that whole experience. Like it could have just been this little bonus thing, but it's like a full blown out game, which most people already got because they already paid for it. So it was just a little bonus. So it shows that they really care about it all, and it really helped, finish the franchise. I would say it's so great. Each character is just all fun and balanced, and I've also seen people saying like they wish there were more campaigns for other characters, but honestly, I think Treasure Trove is just beautiful and like perfect. Like I'm even scared to like see, future Shovel Knight games that are like actually from this main series because like the Treasure Trove is just such a beautiful and like perfect series. But yeah, I think it's great how you can play every character and their move sets are basically the same. Like it's so cool how they just took the moves from the boss battles and incorporated it to make it balanced and still work. I think it's great that you can play all the characters because honestly, I feel like if there were like more campaigns in the same setting, I think it would get repetitive. Like King of Cards is really different, and they changed the style with all the small levels, and I think that's perfect. Um, I really can't see how there would be more. Like I know people will like, oh, we should have campaigns for each person, but I'm like that'd be a lot. So I think it's great to have the little story modes. I mean, there's no like platforming or anything, but and I think in the future they could do stuff like that. But for this like whole collection of games, I think it's perfect. I was amazed. I was like, I could not even think how they were gonna fit all of Dark Riza's moves because he had just had so many money. Oh my gosh, so many, but they somehow managed it. All the characters are just so cool, and I remember being so hype just every few days watching the character highlights where they would release like these videos and like they used to have like the articles on YoClubGames.com where you just read about the characters and their move sets and all the things they can do. And it was so cool seeing how all the moves were being incorporated into move sets, like from the boss battle ones into like playable characters. It was so cool. Um, the highlights just hyped me up so much, and I was just on the edge of my seat waiting for December 10th, 2000 and not 2020, I believe. I think that's right. It might be 2019. I'm unsure. Let me search up really quickly. Shovel Knight Showdown. Nope, 2019. Yeah. Just I remember being so excited for it. Man, it was so exciting. It really lets you play each character, and even if it's kind of like a weird prequel, it sheds story on every single character because each has a little story mode, which just provides some more character interactions, and I think it's really cool. Showing how certain characters like talk to each other, like maybe Mole Knight and Treasure Knight. It's like, ooh, they're talking, or Propeller Knight. And I think my favorite ones were Dark Reese, um, or not Dark Reese, but if you were to play Reese's storyline, he would win, but at the end, like he'd look for everyone, and all his family disappeared, and he was crying out for people, and was all alone. And Dark Reese takes back power because like it goes back into the normal world with you know, at the end, and it leads into the end of Spectre Knight, which I think is so cool. Um, I also think the Shovel Knight foreshadowing is probably one of my favorite ones. It's like, how did he have so much hope, to believe that Shield Knight was still alive? Like, it could have just been a dream, right? But from this, you can see that he met Shield Knight and he is grasping onto those last parts of hope because he met Shield Knight in the world that Showdown took place in. Because Showdown basically um, like a magic mirror happened and it exploded and like sucked in all the characters basically, and it separated I don't want to spoil Shovel Knight, but here goes. Enchantress is Shield Knight, so it's like split her character. um so it was interesting to see how, he was there, and he Shovel Knight saw Shield Knight, and he had that hope that she was still out there somewhere, and I think that's really cool. And overall, I just think it's a perfect like wrap up to the series. It lets you play every character, and it's just such a fun time. Here, let me go get my Switch. I want to see how many hours I have on it. I have so many. I just realized I can't see how many hours I played on Showdown without opening the whole thing. But I have 130 hours on the whole Shovel Knight Treasure Trove, so that's pretty cool. Um, yeah. Also, I got Puzzle Dungeon a few days ago, and it's really fun. I think it's really cool. Can't wait to get to the end of it. I like all the new knights, even though there's like they're just like a few. It's cool. Prism Knight's cool. I'm not too invested in Puzzle Knight, although I think the picture with him and his family is really cute. But it's a little bit suspicious of him and what's going on, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, and that's all I have to say about it. Shovel Knight's great franchise. I'm excited for Shovel Knight Dig. Shovel Knight Pocket Dungeon's exciting so far. I'm not very good at it, but it's actually really fun to play, even if it's repetitive. But it's not, cause like I don't know, I love it. Mole Knight's probably my main for that, cause I find it really fun how you can cheese in, switch places. Although it is kind of hard. Like Shovel Knight's pretty easy because all the health pots are everywhere. But yeah, I think I like Mole Knight. That game's great. I'm excited for Shovel Knight Dig. I'm unsure how it's gonna go. I know I've heard a little bit about it. I'm not super like obsessed with Shovel Knight anymore, but um, yeah, I'm fascinated. I'll be interested because I heard it's like they auto generate stuff, but there are a full set of new knights, so that should be exciting. It's like a full blown Shovel Knight spin off. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm really excited for the whole Shovel Knight franchise. And if we ever see some of the old characters return, I would be so happy. Um, the whole world is so rich and developed, and it just has so much personality to it. So, anyways, that's my little media focus on Shovel Knight Showdown. It might not make as much sense if you're not familiar with the franchise, but I really like it. So thank you for listening. Gucci.